Navigating love while living with borderline personality disorder brings both exceptional challenges and profound opportunities for growth. It's a journey that asks for courage, self-awareness, and an ongoing commitment to understanding the complexities of both your emotional world and your partner's needs. For those with BPD and for their loved ones, thriving in relationships is not just a distant dream. It is an achievable reality with the right insights, strategies, and compassion. In this guide, we'll unravel the unique facets of BPD relationships, share practical tools for building healthier connections, and spotlight the strengths that individuals with BPD bring to love. At its heart, BPD affects the way individuals perceive themselves, react to emotions, and relate to others. One of the most prominent features of BPD is intense interpersonal sensitivity. Those with BPD often feel emotions more deeply and quickly than others, leading to periods of idealization and devaluation within relationships. The fear of abandonment, a hallmark of BPD, can magnify the smallest signals into perceived threats of rejection, sparking overwhelming anxiety or even anger. These responses can make the terrain of love feel unpredictable and fragile. But while these challenges are real, they do not preclude deep, meaningful, and lasting bonds. Growing together as partners means learning new ways of communicating, setting boundaries, managing emotional surges, and cultivating mutual understanding. The first step toward thriving in relationships is building self-awareness. For someone with BPD, recognizing emotional triggers is vital. Triggers often involve situations that evoke fears of being left or unloved, such as a missed text, a canceled plan, or a perceived change in tone. Keeping track of these triggers in a journal can help spot patterns and anticipate emotional reactions. Naming these vulnerabilities is not a sign of weakness, it's a key to self-empowerment. Sharing this insight with your partner when you feel safe allows them to support you more effectively and to avoid accidental triggers. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship, but it takes on even greater importance in the context of BPD. Intense emotions may tempt you to react impulsively or to assume the worst about your partner's intentions. Practicing mindful communication, slowing down, taking a deep breath, and expressing feelings without casting blame can de-escalate conflict and foster intimacy. Instead of saying, "You never care about me," try, "When you don't reply, I feel anxious and worry that something's wrong." This approach invites understanding rather than defensiveness. It's also invaluable to work together to establish boundaries. For partners of those with BPD, it can sometimes feel difficult to say no or to take personal time, especially if expressions of distress are intense. Boundaries are not a rejection. They preserve both individuals' well-being and give the relationship space to grow. Outlining boundaries, such as agreeing on healthy communication during heated moments or setting times for individual activities, creates a framework where both partners feel respected and safe. When intense emotions strike, self-soothing skills and coping mechanisms become anchors. For people with BPD, try grounding exercises such as naming objects you see, feeling your feet on the floor, or engaging in calming activities like drawing or listening to music. Learning dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, skills such as wise mind, decision-making, distress tolerance, and emotional regulation can transform the way you experience and respond to emotional storms. Practicing these techniques regularly fortifies your resilience and supports your ability to stay present during relationship difficulties. Moments of struggle in relationships are inevitable for everyone, but with BPD, the fallout can sometimes feel all-consuming. Repair is a process of acknowledging pain, taking responsibility for hurtful actions, and working together to reconnect. After an argument or episode of emotional overwhelm, it can be useful to offer a simple apology and to listen actively to one another's point of view. Bringing curiosity and patience to these conversations sows seeds of trust and shows that growth is possible, even amidst setbacks. It's important to recognize that loving someone with BPD isn't about walking on eggshells or becoming a caretaker. Instead, it's about embracing the vulnerability, intensity, and passion that come with BP while committing to mutual growth. Partners who educate themselves about BPD, perhaps by attending support groups or reading reliable information, are better able to support their loved one while protecting their own emotional health. There are also unique strengths that those with BPD bring to relationships. Many individuals with BPD possess deep empathy, fierce loyalty, and a keen attunement to their partner's emotional states. Their passion can create bonds marked by profound connection and understanding. By harnessing these gifts thoughtfully, people with BPD can form relationships filled with authenticity, creativity, and love. Therapy plays a central role in relationship health for those with BPD. Individual therapy, especially DBT, equips individuals with tools to manage their emotions and thoughts. Couples therapy or family therapy creates a structured environment for partners to learn communication strategies, practice validation, and repair ruptures. Even if only one partner attends therapy, the ripple effects can transform the dynamic. Caring for yourself is essential, both when you live with BPD and when you love someone who does. Self-care is more than a buzzword. It is vital for equilibrium and joy. Make time for regular sleep, nourishing food, movement, hobbies, and social connections outside of the relationship. For those supporting someone with BPD, maintaining boundaries and seeking your own support prevents burnout and promotes sustainability. Education shatters stigma. BPD has long borne the weight of misunderstanding, often unfairly painted as untreatable or inherently destructive to relationships. In truth, many people with BPD go on to form stable, fulfilling partnerships. They are capable of tremendous growth, especially when met with knowledge and compassion. Dispelling myths about BPD, such as the belief that people with BPD are manipulative by nature, helps couples focus on real solutions rather than fears. Validation is a love language for those with BPD. Validating means recognizing and accepting a partner's emotional reality, even if you don't fully understand it. Phrases like, "I see that you're in pain right now, and I'm here for you," open the door to connection, even when you cannot solve the problem. Avoid minimizing or dismissing feelings, as this can intensify distress. Instead, offer presence, empathy, and patience. Time apart can be a source of anxiety, but learning to value independence and cultivate self-soothing strategies keeps the relationship balanced. Try developing rituals for reconnecting after time apart, such as sharing a meaningful moment or expressing gratitude for one another. The journey isn't always linear. There will be easy days and hard ones, times of harmony and times of tension. The goal is not perfection, but progress. Celebrate small victories, whether it's managing a difficult emotion skillfully, communicating a need instead of withdrawing, or navigating a disagreement with respect. The most enduring relationships thrive on mutual acceptance, realistic expectations, and hope. It's vital to accept that both partners have limits and that no relationship can fulfill every need or desire. By being honest about what works and what feels overwhelming, each person carves out a space where their true selves are welcomed. Support communities can be life-changing for individuals and couples facing BPD together. Connecting with others who share similar experiences diminishes the sense of isolation and offers practical wisdom. Whether online or in person, these networks provide encouragement, ideas, and hope. For many, spirituality or mindfulness practices can bring an added layer of peace and grounding. Whether it's meditation, prayer, or spending quiet time in nature, these practices foster self-awareness and soothe emotional turbulence. Over time, couples find their own unique rhythm. Some days, thriving means simply surviving together, holding on to hope as you ride out the storm. On other days, it means deep laughter, joint hobbies, shared dreams, and affectionate connection. Each chapter of the relationship brings opportunities for renewal and deepening intimacy. For anyone living with BPD or loving someone who does, remember, you are worthy of love that is patient, respectful, and uplifting. You deserve relationships that nurture your growth and honor your journey. The intensity you feel is not a flaw, but a testament to the depth of your heart. If you are struggling or feeling overwhelmed, reach out to friends, therapists, support groups, or crisis services. Seeking help is a mark of strength, not failure. Your experiences and struggles do not define you. What matters most is your dedication to learning, healing, and loving with intention. In closing, thriving in relationships with BPD is not about suppressing your emotions or striving for constant peace. It is about developing inner tools and collaborative strategies, embracing vulnerability, and living with compassion for yourself and your partner. Growth will come in small steps: a kind word, a moment of insight, an act of self-care, or a shared laugh. And throughout it all, remember that the capacity to love deeply is both a challenge and a gift. When met with understanding, empathy, and skill, love and BPD together can become a powerful force for healing, resilience, and transformation.